Blog Talk Radio.
I can be anyone right now, no matter who it is.
Nobody in the world gets this opportunity.
Nobody's guaranteed anything here.
Every person in this room.
It's not a job, it's a lifestyle.
In case you haven't seen it yet, that's the most recent promo for the WWE Network program Breaking Ground. But today, we have spoiler-free SmackDown and NXT previews for you. SportsCenter is going to begin a Monday Night Raw recap segment. WrestleMania 32 travel packages sell out the first day. Alberto Del Rio may be returning to WWE. And Jesse Ventura could be running for president. But first, let's listen to Vince McMahon brag about his daughter before she's presented at the Experian Marketing Convention.
Stephanie McMahon, wow, she wears so many hats. Not only has she been leading the company's efforts to grow WWE's business as our chief brand officer,
WWE is truly a global media powerhouse.
she's a global television personality, entertaining millions of people every week. She's the character our fans love to hate.
Thank you for that very warm welcome.
She's a working mom, a philanthropist. She's been selected to the prestigious Eisenhower Fellowship. She's a member of WWE's board of directors. And oh, by the way, she's my daughter.
Our most important initiative is to give back to the community.
I make sure to include milk every morning.
This is Marking Out in the Morning.
Bro, you just dissed me for the final time, bro. You just showed me disrespect. The only course of action left is to take us to the ring. This coming Monday night, we're gonna duke it out for keepers, and I will climb to the top rope and jump and kick you in the face. And I've been training all my wrestling skills, so I will surely win. It doesn't matter if it's submission, elimination, or just in. When I beat you, everyone will know how weak you are. You'll lose your job. I'll take your fans and take your girl, and then I'm gonna take your belt.
Welcome to Marking Out in the Morning, coming to you live from Audacity Solution Studios in Des Moines, Iowa. It is 9:04 a.m. Central Standard Time, October 14th. That makes it 10:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:05 a.m. Pacific, 4:05 p.m. Swedish, 12:30 a.m. in the middle of Australia. Take that back, the west coast of Australia. Unless down there the west coast is the east coast. Because the toilet's flushed backwards, right? I don't know. If it's also that time for you as you listen to this, and that means you know you can listen every morning, Monday through Friday, usually slightly after 9 o'clock, live on Periscope. You can follow us on Periscope at HEELZiggler_com. If you're in the room now and you're not following us, go ahead and follow us. Go ahead and do that thing where you share this with all your friends so then they all come in and listen to WWE news, because I'm sure all your friends love wrestling, right? You can also listen live on Blog Talk Radio. Follow us there at Audacity Solutions. That's how you can listen live. On Blog Talk Radio, you can also download it later. You can follow us there. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about instead how we are the first and only live daily morning call-in pro wrestling news and rumors podcast. So there's that. If you want to get involved in this mess, you can hop on Periscope. If you're making comments, I will generally acknowledge them unless one of our guests are talking, then that makes me rude. We do have some regulars in here. So it's fun. You should join us at HEELZiggler.com. If you are unfamiliar with Periscope, see, like my friend DMB, he's here every morning. I can depend on him. I know he's going to be there. If you don't know what Periscope is, get on Twitter. If you don't know what Twitter is, then I don't know, get on the internet. But get on your Twitter, look for Periscope. Just follow us on Twitter. We'll have a link to Periscope. It's simple. You get to watch me do what I'm doing now, except that you can't hear any of the cool music in the background or the sound effects that I play. But if you get on Periscope, you can yell at me and I will try to interact. Or you can just tweet at me at HEELZiggler_com. Same username for both Twitter and Periscope, because that's how Periscope works. HEELZiggler.com is who sponsors the show. That's how you can get at us. Or if you really want, and we really like, call 657-383-1786. You just call in and talk about whatever wrestling news you want to talk about. So, and if you have to go to work and you can't stay the whole time, just tune in for a second. We're going to keep it under 30 minutes every day, so you have all the news you need to go out, nerd your wrestling friends when you see them at work or wherever you see them. So, with no further ado, that's such a weird phrase. Am I saying it wrong? I feel like maybe I'm saying it wrong. Anyway, let's get on. I promised you a spoiler-free SmackDown preview. I'm not going to talk much about it because that's what tomorrow's show is for, but just so you can know before all your friends, on SmackDown Thursday night, you're going to see Sheamus and King Barrett face Cesaro and Neville. Kevin Owens face off against Zack Ryder. Dolph Ziggler up against Rusev. Luke Harper and Braun Strowman versus primetime players. Charlotte versus Alicia Fox. And in the main event, the Dudleys and Dean Ambrose in 6-man tag against the New Day. So, you know, not a bad lineup for SmackDown. Now, more importantly, more urgently, as we do have to watch it tonight, let's go over the spoiler-free NXT preview. So tonight, tag titles are on the line in what I believe is the opening matchup, where the Vaudevillains defend against Sawyer Fulton and Angelo Dawkins. I hope they're not taking the titles off the villains yet. Anyway, Nia Jax makes her debut against Evie. And then there's a #1 contenders battle royal featuring all of the following, but also more than just them. But Samoa Joe, basically everyone from the tag tournament. Samoa Joe, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Apollo Crews, Scott Dawson, Dash Wilder, Blake Murphy, Rhino, Baron Corbin, Enzo, Big Cass, Bull Dempsey, Zack Ryder, Mojo Rawley, Tyler Breeze, Ty Dillinger. I mean, why aren't Jason Jordan and Chad Gable listed there? Because I'm pretty sure they were in the tournament, so they're going to be in this battle royal. I fully expect Samoa Joe to win this and face against his buddy Finn Balor at the next NXT special. So, Nia Jax, I haven't seen anything about her yet. My friend told me she is pear-shaped, so whatever you can expect from that, you'll see tonight as she faces the jobber. I assume one of the new girls, Evie, and I really hope the Vaudevillains retain. I don't want to see Fulton and Dawkins as tag champs. Moving on, TNA and ROH both actually received a ratings spike this past week. It was the show following TNA's Bound for Glory, so their version of the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania actually went up 22% from 275,000 the week before to 335,000 last week. We'll see how they do tonight. That was the first showing. The second showing, they do a replay at midnight, like 112,000, which is a 62% increase from 69,000 the week before. The Undertaker, not sure what the Undertaker is about, but yes, the Undertaker. Just interacting with Periscope a little bit, guys. And ROH is up from 127% up 38% to 175,000 last week. Their show plays directly after the midnight viewing of TNA, I believe. So it's unfortunate for them, but the numbers are doing good. I feel like it could be too little too late, and the numbers are too erratic. So we'll see what happens in the future. We talk about it on here almost every episode because there's usually something in the news, and it's usually bad for TNA and pretty on the road for ROH. They look like they're going to be as successful as they are now whenever their contract ends. They have European contracts already. They have some local channels, whatever, taken care of in America. So I see good things for ROH. I see some kind of online something happening for them, or the Roku channel if that's profitable for the wrestling companies. Whatever. Moving on. Seth Rollins was on SportsCenter last night, and they said there was a big announcement. A lot of people speculated that it was going to be WrestleMania related because the WWE travel packages went on sale. However, that is not why he was there. He was there to introduce a new section that will be a part of SportsCenter, I assume, going forward, where Jonathan Coachman spends about 5 minutes talking to a WWE superstar, recapping Raw from the night before, and just kind of a getting to know the wrestler's story and why you might be familiar with them and what their storyline is. And they, interestingly enough, at the end of the interview, well, towards the end, Jonathan Coachman asked Seth Rollins, "What is your favorite sport?" And they did not address whether or not pro wrestling counted as a sport. And Seth did talk a lot about how it's part of their job to protect each other in the ring. So despite the way they act in the ring, they are actually pretty safe, which is an important part of all sports. And so, yeah, and apparently they're going to have different superstars on every week. I assume that will start next week. It seemed like a pretty good little segment. I don't usually watch SportsCenter unless there's something really specific I want to see highlights of, but I don't care very much about other sports, so I don't do it very often. But, it looked like it went well. It was really natural with Jonathan Coachman over there, so hopefully they keep it up. And let's see. Next on the list, Alberto Del Rio is rumored to possibly return. He, last I heard, was teaming up with Rey Mysterio down in Mexico. And I read an article where he basically said that right now he's really happy because he works 2 days a week, spends 4 or 5 days a week with his family. Obviously not making WWE money by any means, but if he was smart with his money, he's got enough to save up. It's been talked a lot about the WWE wants to have a stronger presence in their Latino demographics, and that they were talking about bringing Carlito back, bringing Alberto Del Rio back. I assume would be similar in thinking. I was never a huge Alberto Del Rio fan myself, so I'm not, whatever. If they feel like they need him, and I guess bring him in. I don't. There's a lot of wrestlers I guess I don't really care about whether or not they're here that other people really like. Some people really like Alberto Del Rio. He's talented and charismatic and everything, but he's not really interesting to me, so I don't miss him when he's gone. But especially if it does help with the Latino demographic, and will give them a bigger draw in Mexico and wherever else they're going, then I'm all for it. I would really like to see a major pay-per-view take place in Mexico City. The time zone works out fine, and if you take like SummerSlam and do it in Mexico City, and where you have two at least Spanish-speaking guys facing off, I think there's a lot of good storylines you can build to that, and I think it would go nuts. So anyway, Alberto Del Rio, whatever, welcome back if you want. we'll see what happens. Now, if you don't watch Larry Wilmore on Comedy Central, that comes on right after The Daily Show, you may not be aware that Jesse Ventura was a guest last night, and this could be potentially nothing at all, or it could be something. It could be a clip we look back on a few months down the road. But when they were talking about the different presidential candidates, Jesse Ventura basically said his plan is to. And again, I guess if this was his plan, I don't think he would just come on TV and just say it. Although maybe just for effect later, he can just say, I told you this is what I was going to do, and now I'm doing it. Whatever. He said that he was going to wait till the Republican and Democratic parties had their nominations picked. Then he was going to try to get the support of the Libertarian Party, so that he could be a third candidate, but that he didn't want their official backing and he would not join their party, so that there is a president who could be elected who did not officially have a party, the first time since George Washington. So that's an interesting theory for Jesse Ventura, and I'm sure, again, I don't want to get into too much politics because I'm no political expert and you did not tune into this to talk about politics. Jesse Ventura is, I talked to my roommate who is a libertarian. He likes Jesse Ventura more than almost all the other candidates right now, although he did say he would feel really strange voting for a conspiracy theorist, which I totally agree with. And if I looked more at Ventura's politics, I might like him too. I don't know much about him other than he's like crazy balls about conspiracy theories, and that would be like, could be really insane to have as the guy in charge of like everything, military and whatever. But hopefully he would, before he goes crazy balls, conspiracy theory, hopefully he breaks down federal government, then I think he can be a good president. Whatever. My opinion doesn't matter. That's Jesse Ventura. So if you hear later that he's running for president, just remember this one time you listened to this one crappy podcast and someone told you about his appearance on Larry Wilmore. If you have Hulu, check it out there. I'm sure you can just get it on Comedy Central. Whatever. I'm sure you know websites where you can just steal cable TV from. Interestingly, or not interestingly enough, everyone thought, like I said, that Seth Rollins was going to make a big WrestleMania announcement when he went on SportsCenter. And a lot of people thought that because it coincided with the day WrestleMania 32 travel packages went on sale. And I had no intention to buy one, but I went to look at the options at around 3:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, and everything was sold out. The packages ranged, there are I think about at least half a dozen different options ranging in price from $575 all the way up to $6,625, and everything was completely sold out. Every option was a non-option. So yeah, that's, I don't feel like it went that fast before. I go to WrestleMania every year, and I never would use one of those travel packages, I don't think, but I always look at them just to see what's available and how much it costs, but I don't feel like they're ever sold out the first day. So I'm gonna have to be clearly on my game on November 6th when WrestleMania general admission tickets go on sale, because like I say a lot, I go all the time. I go every year. This will be my 10th year. No, I already had my 10th year. Wait. No, 32 will be my 10th year. So it's kind of a big year, and it's going to probably break the indoor record. Gosh. Anyway, November 6th, be ready to get your tickets if you're going. I'm going to get my tickets because that's just how I do this game. I need to find out if there's going to be ways to get tickets early. I need to really investigate that over the next couple weeks. We are going to end the show actually after I play the closing clip and then do all these little boring reminders. We are going to play the first 5 or so minutes of Tweet the Table, Rest of the Best, another show sponsored by HEELZiggler.com. We will play, like I said, the first little bit of that, and then the full episode will be available probably later today or tomorrow, as I will have kind of a busy weekend and won't want to mess with it. Then, so there's the plan for the rest of the show. As we get ready to close up, don't forget you can listen to us live every day, Blog Talk Radio, watch me on Periscope. You can also just call in and listen on your phone, 657-383-1786. Although if I don't know any better, I'll probably ask you to start talking. And if you don't want to, you can just say no, or just mute the phone, and I'll get over it and I won't kick you off. What else is there to tell you? Yeah, if you don't want to listen live, then you should subscribe to our channel on iTunes, subscribe to us on Stitcher, subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Blog Talk Radio, follow on Periscope, and follow on Twitter to be reminded of all those things and so much more. Tomorrow is Thursday, which is one of our no regular guest days. Actually, hold on 1 second.
It's finally time for the most fun and interactive segment in wrestling radio. Hashtag Tweet the Table. Tweet the Table, Rest of the Best, back from our vacation.
If you haven't heard this show, then go fucking listen to a past episode. Let's get right into it!
At WIR Canada says, how is it? Oh, by the way, we missed last week because we did the show and I forgot to save it. Dana. At WIR Canada says, how is it Reigns can have a move named the Drive-By? That ain't PG. Hashtag Tweet the Table. That's because they're not consistent with their fucking rules.
Five Knuckle Shuffle.
The rules?
Let's go!
Does anybody care about the rules? At Living Legend 148.
Who are you, Jim Ross? Get it?
Oh, actually, we already said that one on the other one.
Aha.
At Phil White 75.
Boo!
Hashtag Tweet the Table.
Honestly.
October 12th, 1992.
Lex Luger.
Bret the Hitman Hart defeated this man for the WWF Championship.
Oh, it's Ric Flair.
Yes, that's right.
I know that.
Yeah, that's right. At Blue Kazoo 512. That was awesome. Stopping the match to say congrats. Great job, Cena. Hashtag she said yes. Hashtag Tweet the Table.
Blue Kazoo, no. No, that's
Blue Kazoo, bad.
No.
Bad Blue Kazoo.
That's dumb.
No. At WIR
If
Canada.
this is a sport, Ben Roethlisberger doesn't drop back, look for a wide receiver to, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute.
Stop.
There's a fucking couple over here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But it's not a sport.
It's not a sport, but you guys want to act as if it is.
At WIR Canada,
in a theater.
At WIR Canada, Asuka Lock. How original. Lamal, hashtag Tweet the Table. Yeah, can we come up with names again, please? For
No.
At Katie First.
Lady.
Great farewell to Sasha from NXT. Hashtag Tweet the Table.
Sasha.
Yeah, those are always heartwarming moments. At the Ultimate One, nice Bailey to belly. Hashtag Tweet the Table. That's so great, the Bailey to belly.
Who's the number one contender now?
Dana.
At Living
Legend 148, just watching the first look at the new Sting DVD on the WWE Network. What? Wait, Whoa. Did he just say TNA? Hashtag
He
tweet
did.
the table.
He said he goes, and then after that went TNA. And they just let him say it.
At WI Arcata, we want Sasha. No, I'll gladly stick with Nikki. Hashtag tweet the table.
Who said that?
Kata.
Wow. That's interesting from your
True. At Katie First.
perspective, lady.
Ironic that Cena acknowledges a newly engaged couple, yet he refuses to put a ring on Nikki. Cool nonetheless. Hashtag tweet the table.
Storyline.
Katie, no. Katie, no.
No.
Katie, no.
We're better than this.
At Hallmark of Swede. Hashtag tweet the table. I'm losing all respect for the once groundbreaking Chicago crowd. Yeah, he got into it in the email section of the Spanish Announce Table, which you can find on SpanishAnnounceTable.net and
Training Topics Network.
At WI Arcata says I'm at a total loss for words regarding Ryback's atrocious custom Coleman attire. Hashtag tweet the table.
He's probably told to do it.
It's Ryback. At Katie First.
Lady.
Seems like Kevin Owens was fondongoing tonight. Hashtag tweet the table.
Well, I think he was trying to lucha, but it looked like Fondongo.
Right. Fondude go. At the Iceman Forever. It's funny that people were more into the marriage proposal than watching Cena wrestle. Lol. Hashtag tweet the table. Hashtag Iceman approved. What?
Nothing.
At WI Arcata. Authority is running late. Don't they know you got to get to the building at least 7 hours before showtime? Hashtag tweet the table.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. At Hallmark of Swede. Hashtag tweet the table. WWE Creative. We've got a bunch of Europeans that everybody likes. Let's put them in a tag team match without any story.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what they do, man. At Phil White 75.
Phil.
Hashtag tweet the table. October 7th, 2000. This man was arrested for assaulting police and breaking a policewoman's ribs.
Wow. New Jack, just because it sounds like something New Jack.
Hoovy Juice, Juventud Guerrera.
Really?
Yeah. Putting that Hoovy Juice on her ribs.
Marking Out in the Morning is proud to be recorded in Des Moines, Iowa at Audacity Solutions Studios. You can check us out at HEELZiggler.com. Follow us on Twitter at HEELZiggler_com. The song you hear at the beginning of the show was recorded in Des Moines, Iowa by my friend Campbell D'Souza with recording studios of Phil Young. You likely also heard the song Parsec by the artist Arma Piros, which I downloaded for free at noisetrade.com. The album Timelines, and got permission from Arma Piros on Twitter for that. I also downloaded the song you're hearing right now at noisetrade.com. It is by a band called Ampersand. The song is called Aurora Borealis. It's on their album Trial and Triumph. Available for free at noisetrade.com. I haven't got their permission for this yet, but I hope to do so in the future. I tweet them about it, so we'll see what happens. You may also hear more aggressive songs that would be Ready, Set, Fire by a website called incompetech.com, where you can download stuff like that to use for your own goods, royalty-free. Marking Out in the Morning is here every morning, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can subscribe to our podcast at iTunes or Stitcher. Just search for Audacity Solutions Podcast. And of course, you can listen live every day or listen to the entire archive at blogtalkradio.com/Audacity Solutions.